I was in the 10th grade. I was 16 and was still living in a misbelief. By misbelief, I mean that to this point I hadn't encountered bad real-life experience. I have heard that bad things happen to people all the time, but I didn't give any meaning to that. I simply couldn't relate to it. Then, one night, I got robbed by three young men. I didn't get harmed. You might believe that it wasn't so bad of a situation. And you would be right, to some extent at least. Not a single punch was thrown, not a single weapon was flashed. Just a quick pickpocketing and the typical "don't call the police or else." After the robbery occurred, I felt a bundle of feelings that I couldn't define. That confused me. I went home running, constantly looking over my shoulder to see whether I was followed. I was paranoid. And then, in the next couple of days, I saw the first sign of the aftermath of the event. It was a gut feeling. Something was not the way it used to be. What has made it a malicious experience, I found later, was the state of mind I was left with. The fear, the helplessness I felt, the insecurity, the unrest that someone can do that or worse to me again, overwhelmed me. I withdrew, not being able to pick myself up from the ashes of the now gone idea of what I believed I was. This continued for a few days. By the end of the week, I realized that I had to do something about it, or I would spend my life in self-doubt. I found a martial arts dojo and I started training Kyokushin karate the very next day. At first, the sole notion in my head was that now I was going to get big and strong. I craved becoming capable of defending myself and even seeking retaliation. However, apart from making us physically fitter, our instructor wanted to make us better people. He preached basic human principles: help the oppressed, stand for each other, show respect to all. He taught us to believe in ourselves and yet always remain humble. I remained myself. I didn't reassemble the pieces of my shattered old me, I found new ones, better ones. People have said all good things take time. In order to achieve something in this life, I believe that a person has to be persistent, following the chosen way without second thoughts, and steadfast, following the same road with no hesitation. In my case, it took me more than a year to realize what I really should strive for. I began building my improved self, which I am still trying to do. I changed one step at a time, every day. It was a combination of training, listening to talks given by my instructor, and being mentored by some of my fellow trainees who had a bigger experience. I became confident, strong both physically and mentally, with an improved understanding of life. Now, when I look back, I am glad I got robbed. Else, I wouldn't have started training Kyokushin karate, and most importantly, I wouldn't have become the person that I am today.